All right, I think we're connecting. I think that we are live. I can't see anything though. This is weird. I don't know what's going on while I can't see myself. Um, you know what? Let me know in the chat if you can see me. Let me see if I can see myself before I get started today. I like coming here live every other week. Just want to make sure that I can see myself. And I don't see myself. Hold on a second. I don't know what I'm doing here. I apologize. This is Deneen TB. I guess I am live even though I can't see myself. Well, that's totally fine. I'm assuming, there I am. Okay, I can see myself. I want to say hello to everyone. I want to say that I have this every other week. We do a podcast video, and then on the opposite weeks, we have a blog, and I come here live with the blog. And today, what we're going to be talking about is I'm answering a question. It's going to be, can I learn best business strategies inside a Christian business community? So we're going to really look at this secular versus Christian business practices and how it can help you being part of that. So if you're here with me, please let me know. I'd love for you to tell me where you're coming in from. But let's get started with what we're going to talk about today, because in an ever evolving landscape of business, strategy, innovation, and adaptability are really vital. While traditional strategies often dominate our discussions, there exists this realm with unconventional approaches and where they really do thrive, and that's in a Christian business community. Because beyond the mere profits, this type of community really seeks to integrate faith into every aspect of entrepreneurship. That's what I do, resulting in really dynamic strategies that I think really break barriers and redefine success. Success in God's economy. We're going to delve into some of these types of great business strategies that can be found within these unique environments inside of Christian business communities. So what I want to do is I really want to explore the similarities and the differences between the secular and the Christian business practices, really helping to shed some light on how each perspective actually shapes the way we as entrepreneurs operate in the modern marketplace, and give you just a glimpse into why you can trust that a Christian business community gives you what you need for success in God's economy and even in the world. So I'm making sure that we have someone who's here. So I'm Deneen TB. You're a Christian business growth strategist and clarity coach, and I hope you'll join me as I talk through these two contrasting views, what I call the secular and the sacred. And make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stay with me as we look at 4 crucial areas of difference. So we're going to go through 4 things, and I hope you stay with me. So the first one is, obviously, we're going to go to the core values. In a secular business practices, it's typically rooted in principles that are about profit, the maximization of profit, with the primary focus being on the value to their investors or to you as the one invested in your business. It's also a place where competition is encouraged, that really is to drive innovation and, of course, market growth. Emphasis is placed on the individualism, you as an individual, and the efficiency, stressing achievement and success at all costs. So let's keep that in mind, okay? While these ethical considerations are important, the primary focus is often on achieving the financial success and what we say, the market domination, right? So in contrast, Christian business practices are guided by really a set of core values derived from biblical teachings. These values prioritize integrity along with honesty and transparency in all their business dealings. This also creates a mindset, I think, of service, practicing that servant leadership, compassion. It's all focused on meeting the needs of colleagues, clients, team members, and others around you. It's also values stewardship, That's what it values, which emphasizes the responsible management of the resources that you have. That includes the finances, the time, the talent, the energy, all of those things that you put into your business, right? Profitability is important, of course, because you're in business, but not at the expense of ethical integrity or the well-being of other team members, of your customers and clients, or even society as a whole. I hope you're with me on this. Let me know what you think about the differences in core values, if I've hit it or not. So the second thing I want to talk about is the leadership style. Secular leadership often revolves around this hierarchical structure where there's power and authority and decision making all concentrated kind of at the top of the pyramid, right? And it's typically really driven by the data, the market trends, the statistics, all things that are very impersonal. Leaders are results driven, not that we can't be, but that's where their focus is, and it's on achieving all of those objectives and meeting the targets, often through direct oversight, direct control of those under them. Team members may be given some type of autonomy within their roles, but there's less emphasis on collaboration and teamwork. And there's really no room or very little room and little emphasis on a person's personal values and their spiritual beliefs. However, in contrast, Christian leadership, on the other hand, is characterized by servant leadership, right? And this is modeled really by Jesus himself. Leaders prioritize humility and empathy and service to others, seeking to empower and uplift their teams rather than just asserting control. I hope that means something to you, because building strong relationships and a sense of community is really the goal. And leaders encourage collaboration. They encourage teamwork, and they recognize that collective efforts actually do lead to greater success. Everything is guided not only by practical considerations, but also by prayer and seeking godly guidance and aligning every action with biblical principles. Now, I have something for you. If you'd like to know more about servant leadership, I have this video that I want to share with you. I'll put that link down in the description, and you can look at all of the things there specifically about what it means to be a servant leader. So the next part that I really want to talk about are ethical standards. Now, there's a contrast here. This is our third one. Ethical standards in secular businesses practices are often defined by legal regulations and industry norms, compliance to them. While there is recognition of the importance of ethical conduct, the profit-driven bottom line can actually sometimes take precedence over those moral considerations. We really start to blur those lines. The objective is to really maintain the positive public image, like make sure that we look good in front of everybody, have that reputation go forward, because that's what's deemed the most important for business success. For the Christian entrepreneur, for you and I, ethical standards are really rooted in the teachings of Scripture. And the example, again, set by Jesus. Honesty, fairness, transparency, and respect for human dignity are of most importance. Business decisions are evaluated not only in terms of their financial implications, but also the ethical impact to everyone. Christian businesses, they really hold themselves accountable to a higher standard of conduct because it's guided by faith. The businesses are committed to making a positive impact on society. That's what we want for our businesses, to make a positive impact. Not just look that way, but actually do that. Our actions speak louder than our words, right? Okay. The fourth thing that we want to contrast today is about purpose and meaning. Secular businesses may pursue various goals, including that financial success, the market dominance that we talked about, the innovation, and even personal fulfillment. The focus is on, obviously, the financial success, and it does lead to more money, and innovation can lead to that competitive edge that we all want. And even personal fulfillment really can be realized when career goals are met, right? Right? Have you been there? Have you done that? Are you in corporate right now thinking that? Yet, while these objectives really do provide a sense of purpose, they lack or may lack that deeper inner meaning beyond just material achievements. How many gifts can we get? How many things can we acquire before we realize that this is really not enough? Christian entrepreneurs, on the other side, view their businesses as platforms for fulfilling that higher purpose of serving God's kingdom. They're driven by a desire to make a positive impact on the world while telling others about Jesus. That is what our main mission is to have the Great Commission, right? To tell others about Jesus. So Christian entrepreneurs, their work is guided by a sense of calling, and business activities are really viewed as opportunities to serve others. There is this eternal perspective where Christian entrepreneurs find purpose and meaning in aligning with their business endeavors, aligning them with God, right? So that's what we want to do. And that's what I've been teaching over the last 14 years, of how to connect the faith and the business, and how do I serve God through each of these things that I do every single day in my business. While the secular and Christian business practices secular and the Christian business practices, let me talk correctly, they do share some commonalities, such as the pursuit of profitability. We cannot be in business without that. And the importance of ethical conduct. They're really fundamentally shaped by distinct and different worldviews and different value systems. And we need to realize that. Secular practices tend to prioritize, like I said, the financial success and efficiency, whereas the Christian practices prioritize integrity, servant leadership, and that purpose-driven entrepreneurship. So here's the question. What type of community do you want to belong to? Better yet, which one should you belong to? For many of us, you and me, Christian women entrepreneurs and business owners, we had this belief that only in those secular communities, those were the places to go to get the best business strategies, the best business practices. I want to tell you, we were deceived. John Maxwell, if you know him, he's an author and leadership expert. He says this about the Bible's relevance to business. Quote, "The Bible is the best of all business books because it is filled with truths that never change, principles that endure, and values that last forever." I love that quote. The way I see it, a Christian business community really offers this rich tapestry of dynamic approaches that I know, because I've used them, challenge conventional wisdom and redefine success. By embracing the principles of servant leadership, that those principles of ethical business practices, purpose-driven entrepreneurship, collaborative partnerships, and faith-based decision-making, Christian entrepreneurs, you and I, we're breaking barriers and paving the way for more inclusive, compassionate, and sustainable business environments. The world can learn from our example. Now, I want to invite you to join a Christian business community that strives to meet your needs as an entrepreneur and a business owner by connecting you to the best faith and business practices. When you connect these two things, you demonstrate how your core values, your leadership style, your ethical stance, and purpose really influence and shapes your approach to your business, to your entrepreneurship, fostering a community culture that reflects your commitment to serving God and serving others. Let me know in the comments, and I see there might be some people here. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about this. And if you want to see more about connecting your faith and business, doing business God's way, I will put a link in the description to another video that I have, and it is to know when to shift. 3 signs that God is calling you to shift, that you can step out in faith to do that. You know, these are things I will put down in the description for you so you can click on them and learn a little bit more. I love to see you doing business with us at the Calling Clarity community. I want you to check out the link to our vibrant Christian business community and set up an appointment to chat with me. I would love to talk with you to see if this is the place for you to get what you need and to also give to others. This is a true one another type of community for business. You know, this is Deneen TB. I'm so happy that you've been here with me today. I pray that you will have a great day. And as always, be filled to